It's Friday, September the 13th, 2024, and I'm actually at the Bermuda International Airport, correctly named the L.F. Wade International Airport. And this is where I'm going to be starting my walk today. But before I do that, just want to give you a glimpse of the airport facility down here in St. George's Parish in Bermuda. And this is a relatively new construction. It started in 2017 and it officially opened December the 9th of 2020. So this is Bermuda's airport, at least the front facing side of it. Well, I have to say that the airport property does have some nice gardens. These are all lantana / sage bushes in various colors, and then you've got the spider lily plant of the background there. So it goes the entire length all around. Very nice gardens. Never really noticed it before. Just to give you some perspective, that light blue and peachy pink building across the way there is actually the old airport facility, and you can see the air traffic control tower right there peeking up. But yeah, that's all. I don't even know what happens over there anymore, but that's the old facility. There's even a little rock path in here and a pond over there. So here's a view of the airport from a little distance away. Taxis are leaving, having picked up passengers. I think a flight came in just before I got here, so those people are probably coming out of the arrivals into the arrivals area now. So yeah, here we go. That's the airport. Now, let's get this party started. Oh my God, this water just looks so inviting. Oh my goodness. Wish I could just jump right in. Well, here's a little sitting area or step area that I found just off a little bit from the airport. You can still see the airport in the background. So I'm on the road. It's like the main road that takes you into St. George's, but I'm right by the waterside. I love all these rocks. But again, this is the view. That point out there is called Ferry Reach, and that island right there is called Coney Island. And then you get back to the main Bermuda Island where the Grotto Bay Hotel is located. And here's another view of the causeway with a bus coming across right now. A nice little nook just off the side of the road here. On a day like today, where the temperature is about 82 degrees, there's a nice breeze blowing down here, and the sun is out. You can't help but appreciate being born in a country like Bermuda. You can't help it. So I am happy to be a Bermudian, and I appreciate everything about it. So, and I invite you to visit anytime. Visit. You'll love it. Just come and stay at any one of our properties, our hotel properties, our Airbnb properties. Come in on a cruise. You will love it. This is a marble memorial bench. It is here in memory of Nicole O'Connor, Manuel Pacheco, Gladys Saunders, and Stephen Simons, who were lost to Hurricane Fabian on September the 5th, 2003. That was a very, very sad day in Bermuda's history, because I don't think we had ever lost anyone in a hurricane until that day. I may be wrong, I stand to be corrected, but certainly not in my lifetime. This was the first. This area here is called Ferry Reach, this body of water. And this is where the annual Round the Island powerboat race begins and ends, at Ferry Reach. But in the background you can see some of the houses of St. George's. There's someone out doing a little boating on Ferry Reach right now. This stretch of road is much longer than it looks when you're walking it. When you're driving it, it seems a bit long, but God, this is like not ending. It's got to be at least a mile right here in this stretch. One thing I'm noticing about this quote-unquote park at Ferry Reach too is the lack of benches. This is a place where they need benches because they don't have much else besides green grass and the hedges at the waterside and the palm trees. There are no gardens per se. Benches would be a necessary addition. Well, here's something to break up the view. A sporty looking red sports car just chilling under the palm tree. So this stretch of road that I have been walking for like the past 15 minutes at least, I just learned from a guy, this is, because I couldn't remember, this is the Kindley Field Road. Before the airport became named the L.F. Wade International Airport, it used to be the Kindley Airport, which was built by the United States Navy when they were based here in Bermuda. Typical American type of road, very straight and wide. Well, wide by Bermuda standards. This is a Bermuda produce stand just on the side of the road by Kindley Field Road. I have just reached the end of Kindley Field Road. It has taken me 4,162 steps to get here. Unbelievable, and that's just from the airport. So that stretch of road, the Kindley Field Road, is a much longer than you might think. I think it's over a mile long. So that bridge over there is the one that's going to take me into St. George's proper. And here's the roundabout, which if I was to go to the right and follow that road, that would take me into St. David's Island, which I'm not going to do today. Am I getting this plane? I hope so. A plane that is coming in for a landing. Thank you, boss. For the first time in my life, I'm about to walk over the swing bridge. Not looking forward to it because look at this narrow little walkway and all the traffic that is coming across and coming and going. I'm not looking forward to this. And look at this sign at the beginning and at the end of that swing bridge. It's described as a weak bridge. They need to do something about that. Stokes Point Road. It's a dead end now, but I'm pretty sure that this is the road many, many decades ago that used to join St. David's Island via a bridge to the rest of St. George's. But that has since which been replaced by that roundabout area that we just saw a little while ago. This is Stokes Point Road now. Now that is a nice little view of all of the St. George's houses over there on the south side, I guess, of St. George, and Mullet Bay in between. Mullet Bay, a harbor type of area, or bay, for the mooring of boats, etc. And then on this more northerly side are some more St. George's residences. Everything looking very pretty on the other side of Mullet Bay. The Stokes Point Nature Reserve was purchased in 1980 by public donations by the Bermuda Audubon Society. Public access is during daylight hours, and then you can always take a look at their website at www.audubon.bm. So, as I have said before, Bermuda is known for its bird watching offerings. So there you go. Now look at these tourists on electric bikes. Hi! So up there on the hill you see the Bermuda headquarters for Rubis, the oil company that's based here in Bermuda. I'm taking the opportunity to take a closer look at Mullet Bay because I just happened to notice this little dock here. Again, this is Mullet Bay from a slightly different perspective. Very, very pretty. I'll give it to St. George's. This is pretty here. But you know, Somerset is God's country. Whenever I come into St. George's, I think of this house here as the house with the bottles. Here's a cute little wooden house, gray and red trim. So cute, one of the few left. Well, since I'm on foot, I might as well take a little stroll around Rocky Hill Park, which just seems to be a small park raised up in this area, and the walkabout is going to be down here flat. Probably just going to circle and that's it. That will be the extent of Rocky Hill Park. But if I had time, you know, I could just actually sit off up there on the hill in the shade, have a little cool down. To this side, to my right, is again Mullet Bay. Another view of it. I want to take this opportunity to capture this gentleman and his boat. Just out doing his thing on a Friday morning. Coming into Mullet Bay. I decided to come up on the hill of this Rocky Hill Park because it became evident that so many of the houses and residences of St. George's actually surround this Mullet Bay. Look at all of these places. The town of St. George's, founded in 1612 and twinned nowadays with Lyme Regis town in Dorset, England. The town of St. George's is a World Heritage Site nowadays, so that makes it very, very special. Glendora. Perhaps it's some kind of Airbnb establishment. I certainly was not expecting to find any kind of cruise ship in port down here in St. George's today, but looks like I have found one. How about that? Here's a better view of the insignia from the front end, going all the way down to the back, docked in St. George's, Bermuda on September the 13th, 2024. Here's a view of Penner's Wharf, St. George's from Hunter's Wharf. Just across the bay there, this body of water here is all part of St. George's Harbor, and then you can see houses out on the eastern point there. But I'm just about reaching the end of my walk. I am about to go and get the bus, which is just steps away, the bus stop. And this has been an enjoyable walk to St. George's, but I have to be in town by 2 and it's now for 1:15. So when I start my next walk, I will start in the town of St. George's and give some insight into what this town has to offer. For now, ciao. I'm finally back at the airport. It's now 1:30 on Friday, September 13th, 2024, and it's good to be back. My step count for that trip of walking from here, the airport, into St. George's was 8,526. So all in all, episode 20 is now done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed the walk. See you in the next episode.